reality, they have tangled themselves up in conspiracy theories. You can find them on Facebook right now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like as soon as they got technology, they used it to spread hate and division and fear. All they believe in is fear mongering and dividing people. Because they believe that's how they benefit. They were the luckiest generation, other than the few of them who died in Vietnam. Enough. We've heard about that. The rest of them had charmed lives with great peacetime, and they were given and inherited this whole country and destroyed it. And my father, you know, when I told him I was like an alcoholic, I was drunk. And I didn't say I'm an alcoholic, but I said to him, like, I'm hanging out at a bar every night, I'm drinking every night. And instead of saying, like, you should get help, my father goes, son, like an old man bar has played a role in every Dillon's life.
Wow.
He goes, your Uncle Tommy went to Buckley's. I used to go to a place called the Bitterette. Like,
cool.
They're so... Like, my father, I was smoking cigarettes, 13 years old, smoking cigarettes in the front seat of his car. He let me smoke cigarettes. And he goes, you know what's good about you? You never smoke them down in the filter. He goes, you never smoke them down to the end. He goes, that's what's good about you. It's an amazing compliment. So these were the type of people they were.
You got to internalize, like, that is what's good.
Yeah. He's like, you never smoked down to the end. He goes, that's what's good about you. And I threw him out the window, and he goes, you know, and that's like, I picture like other kids talking about my kid, like what their fucking self-esteem comes from, and then they get to you. Because I did what I did. That's really good. Yeah.
Never spoken that.
Well, I did what the trans kids do now. I go, if you don't let me smoke, I'm gonna kill myself. That's what the trans kids do. They go, you give me tits or I'm out of here. No. I would go, you have to let me smoke. So they were getting divorced, and my father's like, well, he's just smoking a pack daily. It's not a big deal. And I smoked for years, and I would just smoke. My grandmother let me smoke in her house, and my friend's parents, my friend Ryan. My friend Ryan was dating a stripper, and my friend is in jail now. He was dating a stripper. He is... You know, Indiana's Most Wanted. She was on Indiana's Most Wanted. So, like, state troopers came to the house once. My friend Ryan answered the door. And, like, they were doing identity theft to do bad stuff. And the troopers were like, where is she? And he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And they go, listen, if you don't tell us where she is, you're an accomplice. So, like, again, where is she? And my friend just was there, like, 2 seconds, and then just looked at the cops and went, she's in the kitchen. And they come, and they take this woman out in cuffs. And the boomer parents are kind of unfazed.
Yeah.
And literally that night for dinner, we're all sitting there, and his mother's like, you know what I want to do? What about a condo in Naples? Naples, Florida. I mean, it's gorgeous. The restaurants are great. This is after a woman had been taken out of the house in handcuffs. They were so crazy. So the book is just a collection of, like, these stories of these crazy people.
That boomer generation is about, like, looking at a problem and be like, can we get out of this right now? And then just change the topic.
Yeah.
It was never about, like, I feel like that's because they were raised by real fucking people. At least emotionally. Yeah. If you think about it, like a boomer is raised by someone.
Right.
They had no skills.
Yeah.
Nothing given to them.
Yeah.
No emotional life.
No.
Like dogs.
Well, boomers also have this very interesting victimhood complex. Like, they're always aggrieved. They're aggrieved. Like, every time you're on the phone with one of them, like, you know, like my aunt, for example, during COVID, she goes, I hope everyone gets this vaccine because I'd like to do some traveling. And I've worked my whole life. I'm like, everyone's worked their whole life.
Yeah.
Everyone's worked their whole life. Who hasn't worked their whole life? Like, she goes, I've worked my whole life. Like, I'm like, everyone's worked their whole life, you crazy bitch. Like, of course they're fucking... But it was all about her. She's like, I'd like to travel.
What about me?
What about me?
Oh my God, I just remember what my dad liked about me.
Yeah.
Because you know what's good about you?
Yeah.
Is that you're a girl, but you don't talk too much. Sometimes women...
That's nice.
That is a nice compliment.
But see, that's nice. I like that.
I
You
don't
don't
talk
smoke
too
them down
much.
the filter. You're not a chatty broad.
Yeah. My father would say things to me, give me this advice, like, we'd be in a car. He'd be like, "Son, never overestimate your value." And then he goes, "What you do, someone else will do too."
Cool.
He would say things like that. Like he would just have these like very like
The thing is about these comments too is if you were to